I think we are live. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna give a quick spiel for anyone who's watching the replay. I've wanted to stream for a while, and I love talking about cubing, and I also want to do some more consistent practice with 4x4 specifically, especially starting my 4th year of college in a few weeks. So it'll be some good consistency there. And I want to keep improving. Yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully this is a useful resource, because I know there aren't a lot of 4x4 solves online at the moment. Yeah. I mean, I really respect the people who put a lot of solves online, people like Dylan Miller, Kevin Hayes. So hopefully being a little bit more open about what my day-to-day solves look like will benefit me and you guys as well. Planning to stream once a week, at least. Generally weekday evenings. Hello in the chat. You're gonna have to bear with me as I am new to this. But yeah, I'm excited. All right, let's gonna move my stuff around here so I can see the chat. Perfect. Oh, my New Jersey Champs certificate. Yes, I do keep forgetting about that. That would be great, actually. Yeah, Mids is next weekend, this Friday. So I wanted to do some practice for that. Yeah, so we're just gonna do some practice, and then later, probably like an hour later, we'll do some comp sim and a little bit of analysis to hopefully figure out what I can improve, and you know, make it work. Just gonna do a warm-up solve. So yeah, I'm very excited. Let me see. I think when I sit here, that'll be the best angle for you guys. Alrighty. Okay. We'll just get started on doing some solves in this session. And yeah. Okay. Let me know if the audio sounds good, it's right level. Everything like that. Yeah, okay. I mean, I use OPA, so I'm gonna do all that tracing every time. Let's see, it's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Scramble looks decent. There's some different stuff going on. This is one of those weird first center cases that I feel like there's a lot of options. So we'll just do this yellow center. So it's even, so it'll be odd. Solid start. Not used to solving with a tripod above me, so we will Oh, you definitely could not. Let's see. I think the cube was visible, but I might make sure to hold it in the middle. Alrighty. Okay, this scramble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's also kind of a weird one. Okay, it'll be even after first two centers. That one had some pretty smooth turning, especially through Yauduction. Through right through stage could have used a little bit of work. But once I'm warmed up, hopefully the times will start dropping. Changing sides of the cube. I mean, I do white cross only. But definitely like cubing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is a much better scramble. I'd like to do something with this, but I'm not seeing. Okay, this one, this edge will pair up, so that's nice. Okay, yeah, this is good. So it'll be set 7, I think. Yeah. So it'll be odd. Oh. Okay. First mistrace or misexecution of many, I'm assuming. Especially when I'm not used to talking when I am like doing inspection. So I suspect that that's going to be a little bit different for me. Chris, no, I didn't. Aaron got a 3? What? Hold on. Let me. I think if I do this, I won't. Hold on. That's a crazy time. From mid's warm up, I assume. Damn, the final, yeah. And Luke Reiser also got a 3. That's crazy. And Luke got a 4.2 on that one. So starting with a 4.2 and a 3.9 is definitely a nerve-wracking start for Luke. 5.4 average with a counting 7. Anyway, you guys can't see where I'm pulling this up, so I'm gonna go back. +2? Oh my god. That sucks. That's crazy. Hello Zane, hello Stone. That's me, ARP. I think my hair keeps getting under the frame, so I'm gonna try my best to not be moving around when I do that. Okay, let's go. Other solve. Sub 25 this time. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This will be this will be odd, and then the orange is going to be over here. Oh, I don't know the ZB. Alright, that was pretty good. We're getting there. Hi Quinn, hello, hello. It's going well. How are you doing? I know the whole warm-up competition for mids is happening right now, so maybe this is my own little warm-up. Not making my way up to New Jersey quite so early. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is. I think orange will stay here. Well, no, one's gonna be here, one's gonna be here. Yeah. Okay, size in this trace. Alright, that was pretty good pace. Chris, I'm not graduated from college yet, so I don't think you can call me old jazz yet. I still have one more year. Alrighty. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. This will be even. Improvement. Okay. We're slowly making our way to some better times. Yeah, wait 1 year. Then we'll see where we're at. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think orange and white is going to be my first edge. Yeah. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. All the edges on last edges just like came together. And it turns out giving commentary on my solves is a little bit harder to do than just solving normally. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep the commentary to inspection mostly? Question mark. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get better at it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is a very good scramble. So I'm gonna do white green on the back and no parity. Okay. A little bit pausey, but when you start a new CS timer session and you see a lot of red, I feel like that's always a good sign. We are making our way down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it'll be odd still after first times. Okay. Nothing terrible there. Just standard no parry solve. Road to square one, WR. Well, given that I haven't practiced square one since about summer 23, I think, I feel like the next episode might be a long ways away. That said, I think I am signed up to compete in square one at mids. So maybe I'll do a little bit of practice on the day and we'll get something decent. Or good enough to post. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a lot of numbers there. Okay, I'm kind of losing my look ahead a little bit when I get to last edges. So I'm gonna focus on that on this next solve, just to make sure that, you know, because having a second pause is generally really bad at that spot. It's kind of the difference between, like, that transition is really important on 4x4. Pre-made JN. The real question is, how am I going to get 2 extras? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I like this scramble. So it's going to be odd, and then I think green-white is going to be here. Yeah, something like that. No, it's going to be like here or something, I think. Close. Not bad. Not bad at all. Green lead extra. Yeah, it was. I'm glad the person was okay, but at NAC I was in the group where the table fell during the 4x4 round. And I think I had been sitting down for maybe 10 seconds-ish when it happened. I think I was on stream when it happened. But totally threw me off. I didn't need an extra because I hadn't said ready yet, but it was definitely cool to watch. Like Max sat down next to me and just did his entire solve, totally unfazed. I think the crash happened during his solve actually. I mean, he still got like a 19 or a 20 or something. So I think I got a 33 on that one actually. So maybe need to work on my distraction protocol a little bit. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that's going to be still even. Can I preserve that? Yeah. We will try preserving. I might make it kind of a bad solution. Okay. I'm using a lot of inspection, but that's what this is what practice is for. Oh no. It's going so well until I did all the things wrong. I feel like that's a common experience though. Alright, 27. Moving swiftly onward. This is a Angstrom setup PyCube. I found that setup just to be the most consistent for me. Generally, I'll get like a fresh cube like a month before a major and then just kind of use it for the next year. And because I don't buy cubes other than 4x4, it's not an issue. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll do, so it's gonna be even, and this one will be a good first edge. Yeah, that'll just be right here. Said it was odd, right? Anyway. Oh no. We're gonna go with odd and hope that that's not wrong. It was wrong. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Still 24. Would have been like a low 22 probably. Okay, I do think that is like 4 mistraces out of 13 solves. So we need to lock in a little bit. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another pretty decent scramble. We'll do that, and then I think so not doing blue white because the blue white's gonna be in the back somewhere. Okay, even. Okay. Pretty good. My F12 is finally not completely locky and inefficient. Goes to show you how important 3x3 stage is. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That one kind of felt wrong. I'm gonna retrace actually to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, it was just 4 cycles. That's pretty rare, honestly. We'll do that, and then I think white-red is our first edge in the front. Okay, that's fine. I think that must have been pretty fast to edges oriented last layer. I gave myself diag. I know enough about ZBL to know that that was diag. Oops. Alrighty. Okay, 220s. Let's get a fast average here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that'll be odd, and then I think red white is our best option. It might be orange. Let's see. Consistent. That was decent F12. It wasn't too many moves. I feel like usually when I can find low move count solutions, it generally works pretty well. Okay. I feel like it would be pretty hard to mess up 3 20s in a row, but you know, we'll find out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be even after first two centers, and blue white's going to be over here. Okay, that's fine. Nothing special on that one. Just like the little things, I think, made it slower. All right, one more chance for the sub 21 average. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. A little bit of ZDLS there. It's pretty solid. Sub 21, let's go. Okay, so we'll probably do solves for probably another half hour, and then we'll do a comp sim average. Probably a little bit past 7-ish, or maybe at 7. We'll see. Okay, so this one is 1, 2, 3. This will be odd. I think this one will be relatively easy to see. No. Nothing crazy on that one, just kind of doing the solve. The pause after first two centers kind of threw off the flow a little bit, which is why, as you probably tell by my inspection, I've been working on making sure that I know which edge I'm going to do. It can also really help to know that the edge you're going to do is going to be either on the bottom or the back of the white center, because then the look ahead for the last two is really easy, generally, usually easy. So if you get a good case, it can really make the beginning of the solve a lot better. Let's see, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is going to be even. I think blue is gonna, one's gonna end up here, the other's gonna end up like on the top as well, I think. flows is the side. Okay, I see a little rhythm there. I do really like that parity cases have like designated algorithms. Not only that like some people use, but are just obviously better. Like that's one of those cases that you can do 1.5 pretty easily. I think I did a little bit slower than that, but it's definitely a lot more fun than what it's been in the past on 4x4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, this will be even still, and then I think, actually I'm not sure what edge. It might be red actually. It might end up over here. We'll find out. Totally messed up that actual pair. Alright, that's fine. We're keeping average 12 under 23, which is pretty solid. It's always a good sign when your large averages are close to your official PRs. Especially with OPA, it makes my times a lot more consistent at home. Combination solving is always different because you're going to end up with weird stuff happening constantly. But it's pretty consistent solving like this. Hello, Ibrahim. What is up? Yes, we are streaming. Hopefully for a longer period of time. I'm planning to do this weekly. At least weekly. Moving back to school next week after Mid-Atlantic Champs. So we'll have to see how busy I get. But I'd like to be consistent with it just to make sure I'm still doing some 4x4 practice because it's easy to get distracted. A lot of other stuff going on. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We'll rotate this way so that this edge is here. Did totally forget what my tracing was. So it might get parity here. Yep. The one thing about OPA is that if you forget which one it is, because it's a single turn that determines if you get parity or not when you solve your third center. If you miss like one turn, you're always going to get parity. Like if you forget to track that like an air slice move swapped the parity from what you were expecting, you're basically forcing it every single time, and most mistakes don't cancel each other out. So it's a little, in some ways it's consistent, in some ways it's higher risk. I found, I mean, I've been doing it for 4 years at this point. So I'm relatively consistent, but even then I still get parity sometimes. Let's see, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's also a thing where you have to balance how fast you're turning. So at least when I'm like, I'm constantly trying to make my turning faster, improve that aspect of my solve, which is always going to make tracing a little bit more difficult. If I turned at the speed I was turning at even just a year ago, my accuracy would be way higher. Okay, I may have just forgotten. I think I said it was even. We'll go with even. So it's gonna be odd. All right, that wasn't a great solve, but at least I got the tracing right. Let's see, the mean is 23. Yikes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's odd, and then it's gonna switch to even after first two centers. And I think red white's gonna be the easiest one. It's gonna be like one's gonna be over here, one's gonna be over here. No, one's gonna be back. It's gonna be here, then either like on one of these faces. Okay. So it's odd. Damn, I really can't talk. Because usually I'm only keeping it in my head for like a few seconds before I translate it into whatever it's going to be after first two centers. I think it's going to be odd. We'll go with that. Solid. That one had actually like some good sections of turning. I think generally what I'm looking for when I'm solving at home is going to be like sections of a solve where like I'm doing the right things. So even if like an entire solve isn't perfect, if there's like a 4-second span, like that's just gonna be ideal, because it kind of gets me feeling what those sections should feel like when they all come together on a faster solve. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this will be good. This is so green will be here and here. So I can solve that like in the back or something when I rotate over. I am not confident on the tracing on that one. Yep. Still 23. Honestly, sometimes it's better to let like a good scramble speak for itself, because even if you get a good scramble, you're not really in danger of getting a worse than average solve, even if you get parity. But if you trace correctly, then you can get a really good solve. Oh, this alright, looks good. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's going to be odd. Damn it. Thanks. Okay. I guess I really have to think about it. Although this is really good practice, because generally when you're solving at a big competition, like there are overhead cameras like this, so it does actually simulate the like thoughts running through your head where like you're aware someone is watching you solve really well. So I really think this is going to be, from a competing standpoint, beneficial for me in the long run. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I do anything with this? Not really. Not easily. So it'll be odd, and green, white can be solved like at this orientation. Okay, I did not do green, white. That's okay. The double parity soon case. Kind of the exact thing you don't want to see, but also it can end up being about the same split as not getting parity. Usually ends up all right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this will be odd. Let me think about it. Alrighty. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It's going to end up being odd after first two centers. And I think this one is good. Okay. That was probably the smoothest solve in a while. Didn't really have too many moments where I didn't know what was coming next. It's always good when look ahead is keeping up with what you're doing. That's kind of all that 4x4 is. You can turn as fast as you want, but if your look ahead doesn't keep up, it's not going to go well. Now, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like this scramble. That green bar is going to make itself. It's going to be odd. And I think we want to do orange. Where's the other orange? It's back there. Okay, cool. Oh no. I must have done the tracing wrong. Actually, what's interesting about this is because you guys are watching, you can probably see exactly where I mess up if you're keeping track of the slice moves up until the third center. So I can't rationalize if I say I mistraced, if it's an execution mistake. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. It's gonna be odd after. Oh, it's even. That's all just the little things. My hands feel pretty good at this point, like they're not really too cold or anything like that. It was a little bit different at the NAC venue this year because it was a little bit cold, so I kind of had to figure out how to like keep my hands from getting too clammy. So that was a little bit weird. But I was generally wearing like a sweater, so I was keeping my hands generally okay. Hello, via a cuber. We'll see you at Mid-Atlantic for sure. That'll be exciting. My 4x4 PBs. I mean, I have 2 sub-20s officially. So I would say I get them fairly often when I'm locked in on my practice. Nothing too crazy in this session so far. But definitely sub a fair bit faster than my official solves. we'll put it that way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's going to be even and green, I think. Okay, that was close. Should have oriented my edges during my last pair, but probably definitely would have gotten a better case. I don't know which one it would have been, but would have been close to sub 20, I think. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think, yeah, 8. Oh no, didn't solve my actual. That was so cool. I was doing a ZVLL until I wasn't. I feel like that's the common experience. Second ever sub 10, hell yeah. That's a hard barrier to break. Took me a while. When I was starting out. Let's see. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is even. And if I do that, and the red one's gonna be made. Yeah. Solid. I feel like I'm saying solid a lot, but I feel like that's a pretty apt description of a lot of my songs. Or at least I hope it is. Yeah, the Mid-Atlantic competition is definitely going to be difficult. I know that Patrick's going to be there, as well as others. I haven't checked the site sheet. I assume that like Chris Sun's going to be there as well. So the competition is going to be tough, but hopefully it goes well. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be odd. Wait, hold on. Is it worth? Yeah, I think that's going to be even. I'm going to make this green edge. Okay, that was not worth it. That's okay. It was a really weird collection of questionable decisions and non-questionable decisions, I guess. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I'm gonna do green, white first. No, I'm not. I lied. Pretty decent. I've been finding that even if you don't know what the first cross edge is going to be, it's generally very helpful to have like a basic idea of which side of the cube one of them will be, because that increases the chances that the other pieces for the other cross edges will be on the other side of the cube. It's not something I've fully implemented myself, but looking to make that a more common occurrence. Let's see. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be even, and then white, red will be on the left side of the cube. That had some weird solutions against centers. Okay, it worked out. Yeah, it's very exciting that Luke Gare and Luke Reiser will be there. And, of course, Yihang. Before the Monkey League final, I believe. I think that's 3 weeks from now? 2 weeks? 3 weekends, probably. That'll be a lot of fun to watch, especially finals. That's going to be crazy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this will be even. Yeah. Oh, what's going on? Those last edges were a little bit of a mess. All right. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it'll be even. The orange pair will be in the back. Orange edge. I think green or red might be the ideal one. Okay, it was green. crazy cases there. I think that was a mate F12 pair. I almost thought it was just like 2 F12 pairs. That would... because the edges were oriented, and I wasn't sure if the last corner was going to be there or not. But it worked out. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this could be odd. Green. Green. Hello, Victor Cube. Definitely appreciate everyone tuning in to this first stream. Okay, it's 7. It's a little bit past 7. I think we'll do a few more solves and then a comp sim. Kind of test this out a little bit. So we'll do three more solves. Let's warm up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah, I felt it. Unfortunate. Double parity. Okay, 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a pretty easy one to trace. Okay, it's gonna be even. I think white green is gonna be easiest. Actually, it might be red. Neither of the above. Honestly, one of the weirdest experiences is doing like your last warm-up solve before an official round. Because I never know if it's a good thing to get a good time or a bad time. Like either you get lucky or you get the luck out of the way. Like you get the bad things out of the way maybe, but then you also maybe use up your luck. Or at least it feels that way. Let's see. This is gonna be 1, 2, 6. A little bit of a tough scramble. It'll still be even. Actually, it might not be. I might have goofed that up because I changed how I was doing my first 2 centers. Yeah. you really have to commit to like your solution when you're doing OPA. There's not a lot of room for like doing stuff on the fly, which I do like to do, which is unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna reset these times. I don't have a cube cover next to me, but we'll just do it like this. Okay, comp sim. Should get a new overlay just for the comp sim. Because definitely I'm planning on doing this type of practice consistently. Because it's good to be talking while I'm doing different things, but it's really the best practice is to do like a set average of 5 where you're totally focused. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's pretty good. Good start. With pillow parity as well, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How am I doing this? We're doing it like that. Okay, that's usually what happens when you are unsure of what you're doing in inspection. Okay, good start. Worst time gives us a big range. Anything can happen. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, pretty solid. Tips for sub 35. It's hard to give specific tips without like seeing your solves, but generally I would say a big thing that helped me get down to like the low 30-second range and past was focusing a lot on the transitions of like, because especially in the Yaoi there's so many different steps that if you're pausing between them it's gonna waste you a lot of time. So like, and it's easy to think of each step as individual and then like you do it and then you do the next one. But I think generally if you're Oh, did this get disconnected? Okay, that's okay. It's probably been off for a while. Focus on transitions is probably my biggest tip. Like as long as you're doing like efficient solutions and everything, you'll be fine. At that point, it's making sure you're not pausing and turning smoothly, I would say. Okay, counting 22. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Solid. Okay. PRBPA 2247. It's always a good sign when you have PR potential, because otherwise the fifth solve is kind of a wash a little bit. Yeah, the Yihang 585. I don't think I've seen a video of it, but it's definitely pretty impressive. Once he starts practicing 4x4, it's over. Already some of them in China some of the younger cubers are getting pretty good at it. I know like Bofan got, I think, a 21 average pretty recently. So for now the rankings are safe. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. That one was interesting. Okay, sub 23. I'm pretty happy with that. 22.9, I think that's like the fastest average I've gotten in an official round, or like an official final. So I'm pretty happy there. 2169 for sub PR. Well, it wasn't too far off. If the start was a little bit more put together, that would have been better. So now that I've done 5 solves, I'm gonna see if I can switch over here in a second. Okay, let me see if this works. I'm gonna go to my OBS and comp sim analysis. Very fancy. Okay. So I'm not gonna spend too long on this, at least right now, because with mids I'm not looking to like improve too much stuff on my solving. But kind of the idea is to kind of see what went right and what went wrong. So I have the stream replay here. So if I go back a few minutes, Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. Hi, Ava. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Oh shoot, I switched back. Didn't I? No? Did I? Now we're good. Okay. We're locked in. This is gonna get so much smoother when I do this more, more frequently. Okay, so we're gonna hit play here and just kind of watch the first little bit. Oh, so that was actually a really solid. That was 9 second. So let's see. We're gonna do it like this. Solve one. How do I want to do this? We'll do solve one and then centers plus first 4 edges. So those are really good. I think the main thing I noticed is that the first 2 centers, if we go back 10 seconds, there was like a pause right before like I finished making the last bar. So I think with better inspection, that would probably be fixed. Generally though, no notes, honestly. I did miss that there was a made cross edge though, so that's going to be some negatives. Yeah, so I didn't solve completely. I think I thought it was a last 4 edge cycle, but having like a 6 second last edges is not ideal. Let's see, last 8 edges. We're so fancy. Okay. Misrecognized that I also didn't have a good transition. That's really the same thing I was saying earlier. Will I stream more this week? Yes, probably, maybe. If I do, it would be probably on like Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Wednesday if I do. But definitely the week after mids, because then I'll have lots of like official solves to analyze, which is generally like a better thing to do. So this was didn't pick good, like the efficiency was off. Didn't pick a good start, and and messed up. Let's see. Let me see F12 again. So I did know that 3 of the F12 edges are going to be on the top front, which is generally a really good sign because it allows you to do like this green and red pair. Oh, I didn't even. Okay, that was a bad pair selection. And I did diag. Okay, well, 1 F12. Yeah, okay, that was fine. I think the thing to work on is pair selection. So if we do this, I was pretty happy with like the pauses and everything, and like doing the winter variation into that case, not really an issue unless I'm like doing ZB. So generally, I mean, it was a 21 with field parity, like because it's better for my solving. That's kind of gonna be fewer notes that at least I can notice immediately. Now the second solve, this is going to be where we really see what's happening, because this was, I think, the 27. So where did it go wrong? So first, I'm kind of indecisive during inspection. Did not see my first cross edge at all, and then centers were really weird. What did I do? What am I doing here? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there. We're gonna label this as work on centers, or at least actually I think the actual thing there is pick a first center, because like half centers can be good if you know how to do them well, but with OPA you really have to like pick one and do it, because otherwise you're going to end up in a bad time, because then you're tracking way more slice moves and everything. So pick a first center, and that was a solve where I didn't see my first cross edge. Didn't see first cross edge. So continue. Oh yeah, then I didn't solve this properly. I had a 3 cycle left. That's where we're gonna move on from last edges, because this rotating to solve the free pair in the front left instead of the back right is like that's a big issue. Like it was fine because there was another free pair, and then I had like a lockup there, but solving first F12 pair in the back, that's something I need to be doing every time. Just seal all there. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Moving swiftly onward from that experience of a solve. Okay. That one was good, but I didn't see my second cross edge, which kind of caused issues. And then, again, my centers were a little bit weird. I wish this timer didn't go out. Must need new batteries, or I just didn't plug it in correctly. I don't know. Then I would be able to see the timestamp up here. So that one, I think the efficiency was a little off. I'm happy with my turning on this. And then again on during F2L. I rotated to solve this in the front, and then I had to immediately rotate back. I think that was 5 rotations. So during F12 we're gonna say fix rotations, because that's not good. Yeah, if with a better like F12, that's easily like a 20. It's really an issue of my F12. Not to make it all about my F12, but as someone who's not as good at 3x3 stage as other people my speed, it's definitely something that I need to spend more time working on, which is why I'm doing this, so that I can really get in my brain that these types of mistakes are gonna cause issues long term. Let me see. Skipped all the way through the solve. Hello, Sean. I didn't see how you did at the warm-up comp, but I hope you did well. That was good first to centers. What's going on there? That was my second cross edge. Let's see, so the first one I solved, I think, on the bottom, and then I just couldn't find the other green piece. Yeah, that, oh. Okay, we're good. Okay. That was an issue with not just, that's just look ahead. It's really the look ahead that's like causing issues here, and that's what I generally find with official solves. Generally look ahead doesn't go as well when you're nervous, and unlike solving like off stream, solving just at home casually, like when my look ahead is locked in, it's locked in, and I can get some pretty good times. So look ahead during first 3 edges. I know these notes are not at all a consistent format, so I apologize if that's bothersome. We'll get more consistent as I do this more. Okay, so centers. Okay, I did the first center quickly, and then it was a free edge, and it was like 10 seconds flat. So I got a little bit bailed out by the easier case. And really, like, that second on during cross edges was really the difference between like a good split here. Let's see. Okay, that's much better last hit edges. Still like 5 seconds though. There's a lot of rotations. But at least it was smooth, and I like went straight into F12. So smooth turning. We'll put that down. Okay, this is much better slot selection. So I saw the one on the left, and I didn't see the corner for this edge. I think it's hidden in the slot. No, oh, I am doing that pair. Okay. Okay, solve on the left. Great, because then I only have pairs on the right, left. Yeah, the rotation's fine. Like a 4-second F12. Easier cases. A little bit of lockup. Yeah, so I guess the thing is that smooth turning really led to no, I don't. That's terrible. Yeah, we'll do this. Smooth turning. I bet I could write an arrow a lot easier on here, but that's fine. Smooth turning, good 3x3 stage. So I think that's the real lesson here, is that when I'm not turning well, I kind of panic a little bit, and then start doing like a lot of rotations, or solving the front, and just kind of it ends up not going so well. But generally, it's like the efficiency like was fine. Like like if I have that smooth turning, I think I really just need to increase how fast I'm doing it, which is going to come from drills or like decreasing my move count through like algorithms, that kind of thing. Moral comp was solid. Okay. OH and Squan. Hell yeah. Yeah, I heard about Aaron's 3.3. That's like, I need to see that video if it's not up already. I'm excited to watch that. He's popping off this summer at all the events. Okay, let's see. Let's do one more solve analysis. Let's see, scrambling, yapping for a while. Okay, finally doing inspection. This was easier scramble. Don't know why I'm rotating. Oh yeah. So I was rotating here because after solving the white center on the bottom, it leaves a yellow bar and then the other pieces here and here, which makes the finger tricks a little bit easier. Not sure if I would have seen that in official solve. I probably would have just picked an orientation and gone with it, because generally you don't want to be messing around with the orientations too much. You don't really have time for it. By the lockup, yeah. I was thinking about the PR average. So these lockups, those were some pretty easy cases. And then I just didn't see what I was doing there. I think that's, yeah, that's like a mid to low 11. So with a little bit more, I don't know, poise or something, I think that would have been better. I'm generally happy though, like if I'm nervous and I'm still able to turn okay. Because really the big thing is not letting like nerves get in the way of like everything. You don't want everything to go wrong at once. It's okay if a few things are like a little bit off, I find. Okay, so it, what did I just say? Little bit off. Handled the nerves okay, I would say. Big thing is did not make huge mistakes. So on this one, when I started lasso edges, I saw this yellow one, so I put that in the back, which is really helpful because it means that your F12 edges aren't going to be like stuck in a back spot somewhere. So it makes F12 a lot easier. I think that the yellow-green edge also just made itself. Yeah, so then the blue-yellow ended up down here, which really made it a lot easier to kind of see what was going on. So good solution during lasso edges led to like it made the look ahead a lot easier. Led to easier cases for look ahead. Well, yeah, and that's why it's so important to do that. Like on this first solve, I didn't pick a good start, which made me mess up, which made my look ahead for F12 way worse. Yeah. Okay. I can really see how lasso edges kind of makes or breaks 3x3 stage a little bit. Because if you give a good setup, then you're gonna be fine. Because like at this speed, it's more about giving yourself easy cases on 3x3 than like worrying too much about the perfect pairs. Like you just kind of want to do easy solutions with smooth turning. Maybe that's like obvious, but it's something I need to think about when I'm solving. Oh, what was that? That last pair is not good. So I did this. And then I just did not see that. I think I could have done like a multi-slot there. Definitely would have saved moves, because then I had to do this whole pair and I only have like 2 edges oriented. But easy OLL into easy PLL. PL parity without the PL parity could have been a PR. So I think we take that. Still sub 23. 22, 9, 2. Okay. So looking at my haphazard notes a little bit, I'm gonna say that the important things here are F12, mainly selecting a good first pair that goes into a back slot, because then it makes it so I don't have rotations, and that kind of causes a lot of issues. So F12, pair selection. That's really it. And probably the way I could practice that is doing like cross solve, like doing scrambles where the cross is solved on like a 3x3 and just letting like inspecting as far as I can into all the pairs so that I kind of get a sense of what I want it to look like, generally. Last layers were generally fine. I didn't get any OLO parity, maybe like 2 or 3 PLO parities throughout. Not really any complaints there. Some small execution errors. And then generally, like on every single solve, there were issues during like centers or first 3 edges. I'm not sure if that was fully look ahead or was also kind of execution a little bit. But I think for first 3 edges, and last 4 centers, we're gonna say, what can I work on? Like what specifically? I think committing to a good solution, because I was noticing when, like especially on the solve where I like couldn't find my first center. I think that was solve 2. I mean that was like the worst solve of the average, so like not to be too nitpicky on that one, but that's really that was the difference between like an average time and like a little bit of a disaster. So commit to, let's say commit to the most straightforward option. I think that's like a fair thing to focus on when I'm doing that step. Yeah. We'll just call this like outlook or something. I don't know. Offset edges generally was an issue of, what was the issue? I messed up a few times, and had a lot of rotations, which is kind of an efficiency thing. but I was happy with my look ahead into F12 generally. Like I was really focusing on thinking about where my F12 edges would end up. So I would say continue continue doing that. Yeah. Continue, like, focus on look ahead. Focus on F2L edges. Okay, yeah, I think these are some solid, like, outlooks to have from this average. 22 average is pretty solid. Going to swap back to here. Now I'm not sure if looking too closely on my own solves is like the most entertaining thing. So we might cut that a little bit shorter different times, but pretty happy with how this went. I think about 2 hours is a good place to stop the stream. Planning to stream again soon, either in a few days in the evening or after Mid-Atlantic Championships, so we can do some more fun solve analysis then, briefly. All right. I think that's going to be it from me. Thank you all for watching. If you stuck around for the analysis, you're the GOAT. But yeah, we will get some more solving soon. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Yeah, see you next time.